Welcome back, rankers. Well, the big news this week is that Google Places is no more. It's now called Google My Business. That's it. Okay, moving along. Going to do another SEO review this week. And if you want one of these done for your own site, you've got to follow me on Twitter, because what happens is on a Tuesday afternoon when I get stumped for something to talk about, I usually put a tweet out like this, which says, hey, who wants a review for SEO? And this week, the first one in was Sean Cullinan of Sports Geek in Beers, Blokes and Business, as it happens. And he came right back at me and said, how about giving us one? So I'm going to do sportsgeekhq.com. Now, the first thing that you want to do when you're doing an SEO review is just have a look at the index. So that's what I've done here. I've gone site:/sportsgeekhq.com. And it's come back here and Google said there's 8,600 results. Now, I know Sean's a prolific writer, but I don't think he's writing that much. I think it's way too many. So then I go and have a look at Google Webmaster Tools, which Sean has given me access into. And I have a look at the Google Index. And we can see here in the Google Index, it's gone up to 7,000, and then it's gone bang down. So something Sean did on the 3rd of February, got rid of a lot of, I'm guessing duplicate pages, duplicate content. Went down, and we can see now we're sort of down at the 2,500 pages, which is possible for Sean. So 2,300 pages there, it says right now, that Google has indexed. However, when I go and have a look at, I've run Screaming Frog Spider over the site, and the reason you do this is to just look for anomalies. And the anomalies that I've found, I think, are coming from a few plugins that you're probably using, Sean. So you can see here we've got these 302s. So 302s are a temporary redirect. Not great for the user, because basically it's saying to the browsers, oh, this is a temporary redirect, it's not permanent. And you can see here we've got quite a few, and I'm guessing that's been done with a plugin that you're using. And then you come in here and you see we've got all these 301s. Now these are all links actually in the site that are permanently redirected. So the point here is that if you're going to permanently redirect something, just change the link on the site. And so you're not getting people to click on a link that's actually been redirected now. It's no longer there. Now we've got music playing, and I don't know why. I'm blaming Sean. Hang on a second. This is a bloody Easter egg. He did that to me. What the hell was that? I hate it when that happens. I've got no idea where that music came from or what it was about. Hopefully I don't get a copyright notice issued to me against me on YouTube now. Anyway, I reckon it was something on Sean's site. So we're going to get rid of those things. The other thing that you can see right here is that we've got those 8,000 pages. There's really only 2,300 that have been crawled in Google Webmaster Tools. The next thing to check in Google Webmaster Tools is your Google sitemap. Because if you've got this many pages, chances are you've got a problem with your sitemap as well. Let's have a look here. Yep, one error. And that error is 404 is not found. So then you go, okay, if we've got a 404 not found here actually in the sitemap, you don't want to do that. You don't want to send Google somewhere in the sitemap that's broken. So then you're going to have a look at the crawl errors. And I can see here that we've got 240 404s not found, right? So you go down in here and you can see there's tags, we've got files, we've got all sorts of things. And normally this isn't, if you've got 404s from people linking badly to you, there's not a lot you can do about that except to say, hey, stop linking badly to me. But when you go and have a look at some of these links here, not that one so much, let's just have a look at this one here. We can see that it's linked from inside the site, so that's not good. And you can see here we've got this page resolving and this page resolving, one's /, one's without a /, right? So there's some problems there, so you need to clean that up. And we've got server errors, which are 500s, which we want to fix those. And we're going to have a look at the smartphone ones. We've got, oh man, that is so annoying. Bloody Sean's site again. I'm going to close it off. Piss off. Right. So you've got those errors there. They're not founds, they're not follows, they're blocked. So they're all ones we want to get rid of, all those problems. Now we get to the on-page stuff itself. So we want to rank for sports digital marketing. I think that's what we want to rank for. So we've got sports digital marketing here, which is, this is getting really annoying. I'm going to find this. I don't know where that music's coming from. Anyway, hopefully we won't get banned on YouTube. It's probably Sean there. Now, Sean, if that is your site doing that, which I'm guessing it is from this stuff down here, that's really annoying. You should stop that. I reckon he's done it on purpose. Anyway, so we're here and we're actually in the cache. When I go and have a look at the text version of the cache, it brings out a couple of things right away for me. I can see here I've got these headings on the page and they're all the same size. So that means they're probably all the same. They're either all a H1 or all a H2. So I go to have a look at it in Firefox with my little SEO for Firefox tool. And you can see here, these are all H2s, right? So basically, we're not getting any benefit from the heading tags there because we're just using H2s. We don't have a H1. And, you know, down here we've got H2, H3s, H2s again. We're not getting any benefit from them. And the reason I say that I think Sean wants to rank for sports digital marketing is because when I go into the actual site here and we have a look, I can see here that the page title is sports digital marketing and social media. Now we've got Sports Geek at the start of the page title. We don't need that. People are going to find Sports Geek. We don't need to put it in the page title. So if we see here in the page title, here we've got sports, digital marketing, and social media marketing. Now I'm guessing Sean will rank already pretty well for that phrase because no one else is trying to rank for it. Let's have a look. Yep, number 1. So if I get rid of this, we're number 1 for that too, sports digital marketing. Now that's in Australia. Now I know a lot of Sean's audience is overseas, so let's see what it's doing in the .com. This is great. Sports digital marketing. So now let me go incognito. So we're logging out of Google and we're going incognito. Do it in Australia first. I'm going to do US. This is great. And now we go, we're still coming in from Australia, so now we have to fire up the VPN. So we've got the VPN going, we're coming in the .com, Google thinks we're in Los Angeles, and Sean's still up there. So that's really good, right? Sports digital marketing. I'm assuming that's a hard phrase to rank for. So you could be number 1 for that just by fixing up those little bits and pieces, maybe separating out social media marketing as a phrase as well, because at the moment this is just seen as one phrase. I like the fact that you've got, we've got some good anchor sections on that homepage where we've got you know, the Sports Geek podcast and the Sports Geek digital marketing there as probably the anchor text, and then we've got some update stuff here and some update stuff here, which is where I suspect that music keeps coming from. And yeah, but if we can fix all those other little things, you'll find you'll get an exponential jump in traffic from fixing that sort of stuff. And the reason I say that is when we go and have a look at the search traffic and the search queries, we can see here, you know, we ranked 3.7 on average here in the last month for I thought this was La King's Twitter. It's not. So I found that pretty quickly. Anyway, thought it was something Spanish. But you can see here, you're ranking quite high for for quite a few high volume phrases as well. So just with doing those things that I talked about, you'll be able to rank even higher. And then if you follow that through to the blog, let me find out where the blog is, or the actual episodes of the podcast. Let's go here. Oh, the other thing you're doing, you've got to stop. That's what's playing. It's this thing here. You've got to stop Google crawling tags and archives. That's where I think all those thousands of extra pages are coming from. You're letting Google crawl tags and archives and possibly categories as well on the site. Stop Google crawling those either with robots.txt or just probably can't no index, and probably robots.txt is the easiest way to do that, because Google's basically crawling content it's already crawled before at another address, so you don't really want that to happen. And that's really it. Hopefully that's helpful, and just on that home page, just make sure that you just get that H1 up the top, then follow with a H2. Probably don't even need to get up there, because we're already there with sports digital marketing in the US. You can probably just fix up that page title, get rid of Sports Geek out of the page title, and you'll probably go to #1 above Adweek for sports digital marketing if that's what you want. And that is it for this week. We'll see you next week. Thanks very much. Bye.